Yo, it's official, like a referee with a whistle. So like and share this episode. So man, they got Smokey, man. Ah, yeah, boy, they got Smokey. Smokey Robinson is being sued for sexual assault by 4 housekeepers that used to work for him. Not only that, they got him and his wife is involved in this shit, man. It's a cold game out here, boy. Him and his wife is involved in it, man. Boy, I tell you, though, this shit, they done take this shit too far, man. Smokey, what, 80, 85 years old, 84, 85 years old, you know, and they're suing for $50 million in damages. You know, yeah, he's 85 years old. They're suing for $50 million in damages. 4 housekeepers claim that this broad said she got assaulted 23 times. Now, who the hell keeps count? That's how you know this is a made-up type of shit. And 9 times out of 10, these 4 chicks are probably illegals, and they probably trying to find a way to not be deported. I don't know if you notice or not. If you're there's a loophole when it comes to the laws, immigration laws. If you have some type of legal problems that stem from being mistreated, and if you're in the pursuit of being compensated for being mistreated, you will not be deported. You know, so these bras probably over here illegal in the damn first place. So here's a video.
4 women are making some disturbing new allegations against a Motown legend. I want to show you a live look at a press conference with the accusers and their attorneys. It's happening as we speak in California. In a lawsuit filed today against Smokey Robinson, the women who used to work for him say he sexually assaulted them and created a hostile work environment, among other things. Robinson's wife is also named in the lawsuit. It details multiple allegations, some as recent as last year. One employee says Robinson sexually assaulted her at least 23 times. 3 of the women say they didn't want to report it to police, in part because they were afraid of risking the possible adverse effect on their immigration status, according to the suit. Another says Robinson's, quote, brutal sexual advances were constant and even predictable while she worked for him. His accusers are seeking at least $50 million. NBC News has reached out to Robinson's reps for comment. No word back yet. Camila Bernal is joining us now. And obviously, Camila, this is a late-breaking situation. What else do we know? What else are we learning?
Hallie, these are some serious allegations, and the attorneys just now calling Smokey Robinson a serial rapist that needs to be stopped. So again, we have not heard from Smokey Robinson, but these allegations include sexual assault, battery, false imprisonment, you name it. I mean, here is what they're saying. They're saying that these allegations happened repeatedly. You mentioned one of the women saying it happened at least 23 times. The attorneys and the lawsuit saying that you could see a pattern in these allegations. All of them were either housekeepers or house staff, and some of them even working together at the same time. The oldest of these cases going back to 2006, employment in that year, and you mentioned the latest happening just last year. These women saying that they were forced to resign because of the repeated sexual assault that they went through. And you mentioned some of them saying that they were worried about their immigration status. Their attorneys also saying they were worried because they lived paycheck to paycheck. They needed that money and were afraid of losing their livelihoods. They were also afraid, essentially, of the status and the influence that Smokey Robinson had, and were afraid of essentially speaking out. Some of these things, obviously not something I can detail on TV, but some serious allegations, Hallie.
That's about it. You notice there's a common pattern in most of these cases. And they always try to make it seem like, oh, the women were afraid of all the excuses, because he's a big, strong black man with all the influence and everything, and the women were afraid of their job, of their livelihood, of what might happen to them. That's why they never said anything. There's a pattern that a lot of these attorneys put together. And it's always the same narrative, like the big black man that's rich and powerful. It's like, come on, knock it off. But people will go along with it. But the thing about Smokey Robinson is he's always clean. You never heard anything bad, anything negative about Smokey. But here's the deal. And when it comes, I forgot who it was, man. I think it was a comedian that said something about Hollywood. He said, no one is going to leave Hollywood unscathed or riding high with a clean image. Nobody. If you really look at all the black entertainers, at this point, every last one of them got something on their path that when you think about them, that's what you think of. Damn near all of them at this point that's in Hollywood. So, like, when it comes to Smokey, when you think of Smokey Robinson before this incident, you think of his classics, his catalog. You know what I'm saying? He got his songs. You can play his songs today and they still knocking, right? Now, after this lawsuit and all this case goes away, when you think about Smokey, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be thinking about a sexual assault first. Then you get his catalog. So now, see, they're messing up his name, messing up his image, and he worked for this probably for as long as he's been in the music business. But now it's being tarnished. So this goes back to what I said, and no one leaves Hollywood clean. And that's just what it is. It seems to be that way. If you take your biggest Hollywood star, your favorite entertainer, and none of them are clean. Will Smith, they done dirty his name up. They just got Shannon Sharp last month. Everybody named dirty. At this point, ain't nobody clean, unscathed. God damn. Even some people, they might have tried, but it didn't really go anywhere. It was a rumor that might have came out. Wasn't necessarily a lawsuit, but shit. Look what they're doing to Diddy. His name is always going to be tarnished. Diddy is never going to be able to recover from all these lawsuits. Now he has the money to beat it, his cases, but he's going to have to go into another profession. The music business, he's done in the music business. No, he's done in the music business. As far as, I'm not saying he can't produce no more. I'm saying as far as getting record deals and doing deals with Columbia and Warner Brothers and all these big labels, that's done. That's done. He might be able to do music as a producer for other people. He always do that, but his name, no, that's over. It done ruined his reputation. It's mud. That's what's gonna happen to Smokey. You know, and he's 85 years old. He got less time in the front of him than behind him. But they don't care, man. It's a cold game out here. They don't care. They don't care if you're young, old, or a child. If you got that bag, or if you got more money than them, and if there's opportunity there, they're coming after you. That's what it is, you know. And these attorneys, they're opportunists, and if they can talk these women or the woman into going along with it, most of them will, especially if they're illegal. So like, share this video, tell me what you think below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.
Alright. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight, but then I saw the sky and that I like. Hear from God.